Hi, it's me with another update, and it's going to be very unstructured as always. So here we are. This week, you'll see it's mostly Squares TV. I did do, I've got my reports. The podcast was pretty good last week. You see, this is like 2 podcasts, 4 hours, 28 minutes. So it's like an hour and 2 hours 15 to do the podcast. It's pretty good. I got a lot of time back from doing that. Is there anything other than Squares? Okay, Shoot is not doing good numbers. I've noticed that I'm getting 10,000 impressions in the App Store per week, and I'm selling about, and it's converting at like 0.86%, which is, I feel like I can do better. Like it's getting in front of people, but how do I get it to convert better? And the thing is, like, I've sat here going, right, I'm going to make Squares TV the focus, and now I'm starting to panic that that's not enough of a focus. It's really broad. But anyway, let's just have a quick look at my progress on Squares TV, which is what most of this is. Well, actually, like, the first thing I did was I spent some time editing the interview with Jofimo, which is, it's okay, but I'm just trying to like figure out the format.
It's difficult, especially in the beginning. When I was first starting out streaming, there is no one there. There's no one watching. What I ended up starting doing before I went on stream was, when I was just like playing games on my own in this room, I would start like speaking to myself.
So yeah, we've got the thing. The trouble is with all this is that my footage is I don't know. I've sort of ended up taking my whole voice out of it, but then I'm not sure if that's necessarily what I want it to be. I kind of want me to be in there, but the trouble is, like, you see the first half. Start recording. If we go Frozen. 1 frame. So it's not exactly usable, is it? So, but that's the first edit of the first interview. I guess I'm just gonna have like text, or maybe I'll re-voice over it and like record some footage of me reacting and just like fake it all. That's another option that I'm considering, but we'll see. Then I sort of I got really stressed about this whole thing, but then on Tuesday I said to myself, look, this is not going to be fun unless I'm having fun, so I should just like stop stressing about every little thing and just have fun with it. And now, so I sort of spent some time doing some stuff like this, like, here's a little spinny thing, make these like animated, bring some rainbow colours in, show some like video, audio, make your footage look not completely terrible. If your sound is bad, you really need all the expensive gear you need to get ahead. Like, try and give it a bit of a voice, make it a bit more playful, make it a fun place to come. And I spent lots of time on. I should have. I know I can show you by. What should I do? If I go into this and then do this, I can show you like how it responds. So if we make it narrower, it kind of looks good still. So just getting all this stuff right. I've got the colourful headers behind the thing. I was referencing like the Guardian website basically, but yeah, I just wanted these nice lockups. And there's a CMS for this, which is admin topics. So I spent some time building a little CMS to let me edit these. So I just kind of have my thing and I go, right, add post, remove post. You can set the title of the lockup. I can set what type of thing it is. I can set the order. I mean, it's crude, but it means I can create this lockup sort of relatively straightforwardly. And then with the editor, we've got like my post editor. So if we look at this, I can paste into it and it took me like a little bit of time to sort out the where's Roo. So this took me a little bit of effort to get this embed working using so this has just got a little bit of markdown like that. YouTube, maybe it should be like an exclamation mark, but we just do that and then it comes through. But I had to use JavaScript because there's no way with this Phoenix Markdown library to directly create structured tags, so I had to sort of replace the tag. You don't know what I'm talking about. I barely know. Anyway, we've got this editor sort of working better and better, and then the website's coming together. And so the next thing I've been looking at is, okay, because on Wednesday I spoke to Karen from Maker Is Me, and this was a really fun chat because she's really like driven and she's put this whole platform together and does workshops and has the whole mailing list and like sign up for the freebies. And actually, like, the freebies are a huge thing for her audience. Like she changes the password each time there's a new newsletter, and then you sign up for the newsletter, and then to get you have to sort of have looked at the latest one to be able to get into the freebies, and then they're all like videos or like materials, prints. It's all papercraft stuff and painting, things like that. But I said, like, how did you learn how to do all this? Because, you know, I've sort of had a go. My first go at this was Good to Hear, where I've got like the free, get something for free, get free stuff is being promoted. We've got the lead magnet, subscribe to download, all this kind of thing. But it felt like she sort of pushed it a bit further, and she recommended a couple of podcasts, including this Smart Passive Income one. So this has like 494 episodes at this point. So I've just been making it my mission to try and absorb as much as I can about all the techniques and things, that just get into the mindset like in a really detailed way. But on a technical level, I'm also really happy that I found. I was just like, I hated the Elixir, like POW Elixir. I just hated how awkward this, and this is like much better than the previous authentication system. So to capture email addresses essentially means you're creating users in a database, which essentially means it's an authentication system that's sort of customized so that you're just asking for the email address, but then later maybe I'll want to add a password and accounts and then unlock things and you're logged in. And also I want to track things and like campaign referrals and all that kind of thing against users. So I was using POW, but like as soon as you want to customize it, you end up like just copying and like reproducing so much of it within your own app that I was just like, there must be a better way than this. And then I went through like awesome Elixir, and I was looking at the authentication systems, and kind of went through. I was kind of looking through, and actually I scrolled past this one, and I was like, this looks good, 1.5, okay, cool. But then it said it was it hadn't been maintained for a little while, so I was like, it didn't have that many stars, but I didn't realize it was maybe this is a different one, but I saw then I ended up coming back to it because of Jose Valim's post on this, and he's basically said, yeah, the best authentication system is none at all, because you just end up with this kind of thing, like, and then it's all just really opaque. But actually the amount of customization you want to do on authentication is ridiculous, as I learned from like even customizing this Rails app. And especially customizing Done Good and trying to get the onboarding sequence to make sense and send a different email. But what this is it just creates a load of files in your project, and then they're just all in there like a normal Phoenix app. So this has just been fantastic. If I can get over to this, I'm trying to find why is it doing this? Maybe if we do it this way. It literally just generates all the controllers. So user controller, user confirmation, user registration, user reset, password, and then all you have to do is go into the right bit, and you can like override it. And if you've got like auth, user auth, maybe like this has been generated, and I can just go, actually, like, I want to make sure they're confirmed. So I added this code. These are like, you can see the blue lines of the stuff I've changed. Or like if I want to like account user registration, maybe I don't like, if it's an email sign up, I can just skip the password bit. So where is that? But it's like it's all just then within the app, and it's really easy to change the templates, because it is like it's silly to have a library. So, but then I sort of figured out that thing. But then it was like, okay, well, what do I want this thing to be? What is this platform? So I made some notes about what maybe Squares TV, what the point of it is. But then I got a bit stuck and a bit demoralized. But so I think all I can do is, because I don't want to build, I don't know what I'm building now. Like, I know that I can build anything and it's going to be easy, but I don't know quite what my business model is here. And then like looking at the numbers and going, Christ, is my App Store optimization okay? Like just looking at articles about, it's not going to let me. I mean, the Shoot app in the App Store, it looks okay. Like if we see, if I just pull this over, like it's okay. Look, 5 stars, blah blah blah, a bit old. But then I thought, well, I should just have a pretty face there, shouldn't I, for a start? Like, and then I think this is a good first line of text. Anyway, so it's because this is money, and then, but this is the sort of stuff I like doing. So I want to make a thing that's the sort of stuff I like doing. So if we come back to this, what I'm just trying to have fun with it, like with Squares TV, whether or not Squares TV is the thing that sells. But that said, like my blog post, which I brought over, the blog post that's like how to use your camera your iPhone as a camera, actually creates quite a lot of it's made $17 last week, just this one little blog post. So like if I have more content out there that's linking into Shoot and I'm tracking the referrals, like this thing, if you come to here from here, then the link, if you click to download the link, it's going to be you see the recording a live podcast, you see the link, recording a live podcast with OBS, and that's going to be tracked in my App Store. Anyway, I just want to have fun with it. But the other thing I did this week was my stepsister's husband is trying to learn Arduino, and I realized I was looking to try and find some stuff to help, and it was quite hard to find a sort of top level view of Arduino stuff. So I wrote a little script for a kind of really quick video kind of explaining all the basics of programming Arduinos, and I've sort of got a first like draft of it, and I'm going to just try and make it a TikTok video, an Instagram video. So it's like I've gone for this Ian, what's his name? You know, the guy that does the Blender tutorials, Ian, let's find his name. Ian Hubert, who did that film recently. So I've just gone for his style. Everything you need to know about coding Arduino. Inputs and outputs. All the data pins can be inputs or outputs. Digital pins can be high or low. Analog pins can be 0 to 1024. You have to get your circuit right or the numbers will come out crazy. Variables and scope. Variables see how much I've like things, numbers, words and so on. And they all belong to scope. Some variables you want to stick around. They're called states. Some variables you want to throw away immediately. Loops and functions are a way to stop copy pasting code. If you don't use loops and functions, your code is harder to change. Do something over and over again with a for loop. You might need an array. An array is just a list of the same kind of thing. You can then loop over the array. I think this is going to be quite a fun video, but like I'm getting a bit overwhelmed by how much, like what's the minimum amount of content I want, and there's code stuff relevant and blah, 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 blah. What's the minimum amount of content I need, and should I just freak out constantly, or should I be cool and just chill, man, just have a good time? And the answer is probably a mixture of the two. That's fun, isn't it? All right, see you next week. Take it easy. I'm going to be back in London. We're flying tomorrow. I am COVID negative, according to my PCR test. We're quarantining for 10 days, so I'll be doing this from the house next week, and the week after that back to the studio, which should be good. All right, take care. Bye.